No woman, no cry, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
The king is dead. The nations of the world put pressure on Wakanda to share their rare metal, vibranium, since they have lost their beloved protector, the Black Panther. Just as a new source of vibranium has been discovered, a new enemy emerges from the depths of the ocean to take control. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda. Today we'll be reviewing Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, directed by Ryan Coogler.
He is gone, but not forgotten. The world is mourning the Black Panther, but here come the other Tars to ruin it for everyone.
He said TARS.
Yeah,
He didn't put any D's in there.
there's no hard D in there.
No hard D's in the new T word. Oh yeah.
Oh, but I'm being serious. There are other blue people in existence.
If anything, like seriously, Avatar: The Way of Water is 1 month removed from this movie.
Yeah.
And I actually think that the Avatar trailer was attached to this movie when I saw it.
It probably was.
Yeah,
man.
and I remember thinking,
You're like, what?
yeah, it's like we just traded one. In one movie, blue people are good, in the other they're bad. All cop.
Paul Blart.
Oh, but hey, joking aside, see this movie because it is a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, if anything.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. It's a very heartwarming like tribute. It's very well done, man.
It was a sad movie because Chadwick Boseman left us too soon.
Yeah.
And he was actually a really good actor.
Yeah,
Seemed like a decent guy.
Yeah, outside of these movies, this movie, this character,
Series.
he was actually a really good, talented actor. Mm-hmm. And it was cool. Like the way he got his, I guess, from what I can remember reading, was Denzel Washington actually helped him get his scholarship going. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sad. So,
It's like, and your name is Chadwick?
I know.
Come on, man.
Not to be confused with the school.
Yeah.
But anyway, this movie was all right. And it was doing a really good job memorializing Chadwick Boseman. The Marvel logo at the very beginning was a black and white.
Full disclosure, I missed the first 35 minutes of this movie.
Yeah, and based on what you told me, you didn't miss much. All you missed was a prologue, which tied to the end of the movie. But I'll explain that. But I think my biggest gripe with this movie was the bad guys were a little whack.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot left to be desired by these bad guys, and they got touted to have like superhuman strength. There's thousands of them, and we saw like a clutch of them.
And I'm going to use some terms interchangeably here because there's no way I'm going to remember not Talokani.
Can't even begin to guess.
Pandora.
Okay, there we go.
We're going to call that Pandora.
Okay.
And that's the name of the people. So they're going to be Navi. I'm going to refer to them as Navi henceforth because
all owned by Disney. So there we go.
Yeah, all Disney properties. X equals X. So it's all good in the hood, people. But it starts with Shuri trying to save T'Challa.
Yes.
And there are these like holographic like DNA bubble orbs or whatever, and she's trying to resequence and recreate the heart-shaped herb.
Yeah. Yep.
And they show her like frantically trying to put it together, and then like some assistants like, you better like go see T'Challa, like he may not have long.
Yeah.
And then like someone comes like, yeah, he's dead. And like she's like, no.
Oh, rough.
How is it that?
That's about
So anyway, that's when that Marvel logo starts with in black and white and fitting send off to Chadwick Boseman in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then there's a big funeral. Everyone's partying. You see it in the trailer.
Yeah, it's all in the trailer.
And then they show Ramona, played by Angela Bassett.
Oh, right.
Who's his
the
mom.
queen. The queen, yes.
The queen, yeah. Queen Ramona. And she's addressing the UN who want vibranium. Ramonda.
There we go.
Who want vibranium. And she refuses because, she does not trust them with vibranium. Meanwhile, at this near the same time, a group of SWAT team mercenary type people are raiding a vibranium facility.
Okay.
And they're about to like get in, and they get all the scientists like on their knees, and they start opening things, and then like the door opens, and it's Okoye.
Okoye, yes.
Yeah, it's Okoye, and she proceeds to kick all their asses.
Aneka, where is your spear?
Shouldn't give me this to try. You know, I like them better.
Our foremothers gave us this spear because it is precise, elegant, and deadly. It will not change under my watch.
Yes, General.
Yeah.
That happened before this UN address because they actually like bring out the soldiers, and she's returns them. I return to your soldiers, And then she also says, I hear you've been looking for vibranium in other places other than Wakanda. For that, I wish you well. That's when we cut.
To the boat. Okay.
So in the middle of the ocean, they have a vibranium detector.
Yep.
And this reminded me of the Abyss a lot.
Yes.
And there were a lot of callbacks to the
Sphere.
Abyss. Yeah. Especially when we go to the underwater city, but I'll get into that a little later. Which is another James Cameron enterprise, if you'll remember. James Cameron. His name
out
is
there, man.
James Cameron.
He's doing things.
Dude, I hear he's got a new movie coming out.
I do too. I'm excited.
Man, I can't wait. Dude, James Cameron, that guy.
It's been 13 years.
Dude, let's stop this and go wait in line to see Avatar 2.
Right now. I'm going to go sleep in a big leaf.
In a big leaf between the teller. Remember when we used to have to actually walk up to the box office?
Awesome, man. I miss that. Don't get me wrong. I love buying movies on my phone, making it pretty easy to watch them when I show up.
Dude, reserve seating.
It's fantastic.
The best.
But I want someone to open a theater where you have to show up money in hand and you got to talk to the teller.
You go to that theater.
Yeah, I will.
You go to that theater. I'm going to get Fandango it. But anyway.
Fathom Events. No, I'm kidding.
Dude, Clerks 2 or whatever the latest Clerks was a Fathom
3.
event? Clerks 3 was a Fathom event?
Really?
Yeah.
I was wondering when that movie was going to actually come out.
You were invited.
Fathom Events.
We got to get them as a sponsor one of these days.
Oh, man, this would be great.
Is there anyone who has the Fathom Events charter pass or something?
Yeah, if you do, contact us. We'd love to join you.
Oh, man, the Met.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'd love to see some opera.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. Come
at
on.
a theater near you.
Now we've replaced Andy Rooney with Jar Jar Binks.
God. Every theater that hosts it has no reclining seats.
Yeah. It's like some dude's house. It's like, oh my God, patent pending.
Okay.
What if
What if
you had Airbnb, but for movie releases and TV events?
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
So the Game of Thrones premiere, you have an Airbnb party to watch.
Yeah, a themed Airbnb specific to that thing.
Yeah, but it's for movies because everybody's there to see that.
That'd be great.
Because different people, different things, right?
Yeah.
So you already
just pay we would pay a premium to have that movie or show that releases time and time at your local Airbnb
with other people.
Yes,
that want to watch the same thing.
That'd be great.
You know what Philip J. Fry says about things like that?
Shut up and take my money.
Okay. Well, anyway, so they have this vibranium detector at the depths of the ocean, which they're doing this abyss thing and going looking for vibranium. And they're attacked by Navi.
Yeah, they really are.
They're attacked by Avatar type people.
They are. That's why I call them other tars, as in Avatar.
in a scene very, 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 very,
Very.
reminiscent of two other barge attacks. One was in The Winter Soldier, where Captain America killed a bunch of people on a barge.
Yes, he did.
Also, not to be confused with that time, Morbius killed a bunch of people on a barge.
Stupid fart air. Every time he kills somebody.
I know.
So
lean on that button too
apparently what we're saying is mercenaries, stop showing up on barges because you're gonna die. Someone says I have $1 million for you and a barge.
Yeah.
Say no.
Today's episode is brought to you by the word barge. Anyway,
Knowledge is power.
wait
The
a
more
minute.
you know.
Define the word barge.
A death ship.
Yeah.
Man, let's see. A flat-bottomed boat for carrying freight, typically on canals and rivers, either under its own power or towed by another.
Barge. Anyway.
Definitions from Oxford Languages.
Barge. Oh boy. Where were we?
I think we're talking about Wakanda Forever today. And so we're saying as these people, these other stars show up and they start the song of the people. They go,
Oh yeah. They have a siren song and they make people jump in the water.
yeah. Like straight up freaking The Happening style.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all these mercenaries just jump to their deaths.
They just jump to their deaths and they think Wakanda was behind it
Yeah.
for a while.
Well, we missed a quick scene. So everybody jumps off. There's this chick that's in charge right there. She's, at the helm. She's like, oh, we have to leave. So her, the security guy, they make their way out. He gets taken out by one of the other TARs and, or the Na'vi, as we'll say. So you guys don't mistake those words that are coming out of my mouth. And she gets up to a helicopter and she's like, oh man, great. We're making it free. They're free of the people with their spears.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden they get spun and pulled backwards. And we see
Superman.
Silhouette of a woman.
I know. Some dude with flying
Yeah,
sneakers
his
on.
fancy feet.
I know.
It's Hermes.
He pushes X when he jumps. Double jumps.
Double X.
Yeah. Double jumps.
You gotta time the space of that X press.
I know.
Maximum jumping ability.
Defy the laws of physics. So then we cut to Shuri and Ramonda at the. So they're on a lake. Okay, we got to talk spatial logistics of this movie.
Okay.
Where is Wakanda? I always thought it was in the middle of Africa or something, or
No, I'm assuming it's in the Congo because just
the Congo next to a beach.
No, because they weren't next to a beach. They were next to a river system. The Congo has a river system.
Okay.
Most of Africa has a
the
river
Nile.
system. Yeah, but the Congo is home to some of the most impenetrable forests. Still to this day, so it just makes sense that it would be. This is just me assuming that it would be somewhere deep in the Congo. I'm pretty sure they announced it somewhere.
But would you have a barge on this?
I have no idea. These people can defy gravity.
Anyway,
They have a magical purple plant.
would
Okay,
the Wakandans need a barge?
no,
Okay. Anyway,
they have spaceships.
so this is to me one of the weirdest scenes in the movie because
We're jumping here.
not even jumping. This is Ramonda and Shuri having a tender moment talking about T'Challa. And,
Oh, yeah.
And Ramonda's like, you got to burn your funeral garbs to
Yes,
release
okay,
the spirit and it's nice, right?
Yeah,
And then
and then
and then while they're talking, Namor just walks out of the ocean and he's like, "Hello, I'm Namor."
Yeah.
just like that. No, first
not
he's
of the ocean. He walks out of this
"You call me Kutalkan,
Yeah.
but you can call me Namor."
okay.
He's like, "My enemies call me Namor." Yeah, seriously. He's like,
They're like, what the F, bro?
Yeah,
so we're enemies already? Damn, I don't even know you.
"Yeah, what are you doing on my beach? I'm the queen of this land. What are you doing on this beach?" He's like, "Well, they built a vibranium detector. We should find. I need you to find who built it because we can't do it. Don't mention anyone we exist."
Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
What?
Yeah, just the fingers pointed, right? It was weird. It was a weird scene.
It was weird.
And then all of a sudden, this giant like detector appears like behind them. Just imagine like a wrecked
tank,
like a
looks
tank
like
or
a tank.
caterpillar or something. How did they put that? How did they put that there?
They
never explained that they have magic powers.
It just showed up. I'm like, what happened? Harry Potter just teleported there?
Yeah, like Doctor Strange didn't put it there.
Yeah, he's like, nice.
They put this giant land earth mover thing. Like, find out how they built this. And they okay, so they go on this magic quest now. since Namor the winged
Namor the Flymore.
Yeah, with he's got stupid little wings that flap on his feet.
So dumb.
He's so dumb.
Oh man, it's so dumb.
He looks so stupid.
Like whoever came up with him was like, man, this is great.
He looks like Jose's Uncle Paco came out of the water.
No. Tacos.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of that guy from the Ant-Man movies.
I was gonna say no. He reminds me of Fez. Fez from that 70s show.
Deep cut.
Yeah, man. Oh man, do you remember they even came out with that 80s show?
I know, and that 90s show.
Oh, really? Oh,
I think that's actually still coming out. Oh, it was American Pie like 9 that's coming out.
Oh, probably.
That's what I was thinking about.
With everybody that was the original cast, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Dude, they're all old now.
So are we.
I know that movie came out when I was like graduating from high school. That was my generation, peeps.
Man.
I know, right?
This hurts.
I know. It hurts to get up. Mornings hurt.
My back hurts from sleeping.
The other day I saw this cloud and I got mad at it and I yelled at it. You damn cloud!
I know. It's like, how dare you set over my son?
Making it all dark and peeing on me.
You're like, I'm old. I need as much vitamin D as I can get.
I know. I don't get it from my milk. How do you get vitamin D from the milk and the sun?
I know. It makes no sense. There's the milk, the sun.
You know what could help? A barge.
Barge. It is juice to convey.
Okay, so Namor sends them out on this mission.
Yeah.
And
it's a very if this then that mission.
Yeah, it's a very like you've unlocked the loading screen mission.
Yeah. It's like it's getting very quiet and you're like, oh no.
You go on a tomb to raid.
Yeah.
So they take apart this detector thing and it's apparently built with like really nice space age tech and hodgepodge tech.
Yeah.
So they don't know what the hell is wrong with
who
this thing.
put this together?
And then they find out that it's actually a high schooler. Oh, they find out from Martin Freeman, Bilbo himself, young Bilbo himself, who was also in the last Black Panther.
Yep.
That they got it, who works for the CIA.
Yeah. But he owes Wakanda
a favor
for his life.
Because he got shot.
Yeah.
And they were able to put it back together. And that does come back later on to patch another plot hole in this movie, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So he tells them that it was a college student who actually put together this thing.
Yeah.
Another child prodigy.
Yep.
So Okoye enlists Shuri to go to the United States and talk to her.
Yeah, and we show up at Cambridge.
Mm-hmm. Where this woman, this chick is putting together
the Iron Man suit.
Putting together an Iron Man suit, but she's also doing like homework for people.
Yeah.
And then there's some pretty good like roasting on Okoye for putting on too much makeup or not enough makeup. Like we don't know.
She had an ashy head. I'm like, you did not say that to a black bald-headed lady like ever. Like, it's terrible.
It's all right, princess. Small girl. I am going to give you 2 options. You can come to Wakanda, conscious or unconscious.
You need to be conscious of the way that you look. Walking around here with that ash on your head.
Oh, it's funny.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. I told you.
You look good.
I actually really like, I gotta look up her name though. I actually really like Danny Gurira.
Oh yeah, she plays Okoye.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, she somehow manages to bring super seriousness of Michonne, but has like humor. It's really good. It's really well done.
And she takes him to her Iron Man laboratory where she is building the Ironheart suit.
Yeah.
And she's got like a car and she's got like a bunch of like things that she's building. And then apparently they sold her vibranium detector to the government. The teacher did.
And it was just a project.
Yeah, it was a school project. She didn't do it herself. And then the FBI proceeds to raid them.
Yeah.
And then like she puts on her Iron Man suit and like some like SWAT team guy's like, oh, she's got an Iron Man suit.
Yeah. We were like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
I was the only person in the theater that said, oh, snap.
Yeah.
It's like, come on,
Oh,
man.
I saw it in the packed theater, man.
I didn't. There was like 6 other people.
I saw it in a packed theater in the heart of like movie country. So
There you go.
everyone was eating every bit of that up. But there's Iron Man chase scene. There's chase,
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah. Car crash. Water bomb.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, who's throwing water balloons?
Then they made the mistake of going over a bridge.
Yeah.
Bad move when you're being chased by
man.
water people.
That was foreshadowed.
I know, right? So they get into an accident, and then the water people come out, and
Yeah.
they're wearing these like. Remember Avatar?
It's like rebreathers.
Yeah, rebreathers, but they only cover their face and their gills
Yeah.
because they have gills apparently.
Neck gills.
Yeah, neck gills.
Not behind the ears like Waterworld.
Yeah, it's more like you remember the first Hellboy, the blue guy?
Yes.
He had to have like a rebreather around his gills.
Yeah.
They had like someone like that.
The neck
around
gills.
Their face and their gills. And they try to kill the girl, but then they want to capture her, but then they capture Shuri, but like there's like a fight between like
Yeah, Okoye and the main Namor's like 2 henchmen.
Yeah.
His henchman and henchgal.
So I have a gripe actually with this scene. It was almost lifted shot for shot, or at least beat for beat, from Man of Steel. Because you remember Man of Steel was fighting, like the girl Fiora was fighting like that guy, and she's like, "A death is not good for this death is not good enough for you."
I have not seen that movie in so long.
Yeah, but it was like almost beat for beat with like the
Probably
the bad guys from Man of Steel, which they also ripped off of like Superman 2, the
Yeah.
original Superman 2. So I don't know, just imagine that.
Okay.
That beat for beat, this death is not a warrior's death is not fit for you. Fighting Okoye, who as we know is a badass.
Yeah, she's the general.
Yeah. And then they take Shuri and they take the what's her name? They take
what is her name?
Riri?
Riri, yeah.
Riri. They take Riri
Played by Dominique Thorne.
down to Pandora. Underwater Pandora.
Yeah,
Atlantis.
it really is underwater Pandora.
Underwater Pandora Atlantis.
And that's where they
Aztec underwater Pandora.
Aztec.
And this was smash cut to my favorite scene of the movie, where Okoye pleads to Princess or Queen Ramona, like, I need to go back out there and I need to go save Shuri. And she's like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, you screwed everything up.
Yeah,
You betrayed me. I lost my family.
We're all watching going, oh.
Yeah, she got grilled. She's like, you are fired.
It's like when Killmonger took over, you
supported him.
We're like, oh, in the heart, man.
Yeah.
So she's like, damn.
So she got fired, old school right there. So that was pretty nice. Like it was a good acting scene.
Yeah, it was pretty
And it
good.
was, she did screw up.
She did, yeah. She was doing her job and then wasn't doing her job.
So
then we cut to
Pandora.
Yeah, I was gonna like, what did we call her? We cut to Pandora, and that's where we finally see that Namor is meeting Shuri.
So they use the pressure suit.
Yeah.
And they do the Superman flyby of the whole city, by the way, like beat for beat from Superman.
Yep, they ride what I call the East Australian Current, which is also in Finding Nemo. As soon as that popped up, I'm like, this is a Finding Nemo scene right here.
Yeah.
The EAC, man.
And that's what I was saying. It reminded me of The Abyss, where they go and find the alien city under the water. But also, it also reminded me of Star Trek, the motion picture, where Spock goes into the alien city in the V'ger. That's a famous scene there also.
It's pretty good.
It's just a lot of weird callbacks, and I don't know if they just thought like we weren't like noticing that. Because
don't expect guys like us to watch these movies, obviously.
Well, and after Avengers Endgame, they lost like a bunch of Avengers in that movie.
Yeah.
And then during the end credits, they had the signatures of all the actors who played them.
Oh, yeah.
That was lifted directly from Star Trek The Undiscovered Country, which is the last original series.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a direct homage.
I had no idea.
That was an homage. I don't know what this movie was doing. It was kind of borrowing it.
I think it was borrowing.
It was kind of borrowing it, and hopefully no one
was like hoping for that Pavlovian effect on us. We're just like, we're pulling this from somewhere.
I know. That's where we learn Namor's story.
Yeah.
So
he's a mutant, is what I'm saying.
Whoa! It's made it crash thunder in here.
Apparently, I also am a mutant.
Yeah, your regular controls electricity.
I don't know. Jamie Foxx.
Your regular Jamie Foxx. Electro.
There we go.
Has Electro ever been on a barge?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. had a stupid thought.
Getting old.
I had a stupid thought there. Has Jamie Foxx ever been in a Marvel movie? Yeah, he has. That's what we just mentioned. Anyway. I know, pretty dumb.
So
Kind of was it the one where someone asked Natalie Portman if she'd want to be in a Star Wars movie? That was Taika Waititi who asked Natalie Portman if she'd like to be in a Star Wars movie. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was an
Perfect.
accident, but it was good. But anyway, the story of Namor is that this is like like conquistador, like Aztec times.
Yep.
But they got smallpox. Their tribe or their people got smallpox, and they were dying of smallpox. And Namor's
shaman.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He got
prayed to the Black Panther god, but they didn't know it was the Black Panther god.
Yeah.
Or something.
They got a vision
to go find this heart-shaped herb or this vibranium stuff. And it's pretty much what happened to the Black Panther people, except they were cursed to the underwater world.
Yeah.
Where Namor was born half human, half blue person. And the people are only blue while they're outside of the water.
Yes.
They are regular, like skin colored when they are under the water.
Which is a good touch, I say.
Yeah. They weren't always Avatar. It probably goes to show you that they might have, there was actually a cut of this probably somewhere where they weren't blue.
Yeah, where they explain it. Like,
yeah.
And they're like, the movie is already 2.5 hours long.
I know. Then I think about it, not a lot happened. Just a lot of like quests and action sequences.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of action sequences, really.
No, it's not. It's a lot of explanation and exploration.
So yeah, he was born to. He's a day walker, just like Blade. Able to walk the sun without with the rebreathers, and able to go underwater and fly with his weird little wing things on his feet. And he's a mutant.
Yes,
he explained he's a mutant.
Yeah. And
then everything was all good until like he said like he wants to take over the world and kill the girl.
Yeah, like he's having a one-on-one like
with Shuri,
heartfelt conversation with her. And
he was going to ask her to marry him.
Yeah, I did too. Marry me so we save our people.
There was a good scene, like a funny scene where like one of the Na'vi came to them both, to Riri and Shuri.
Yeah.
And she gave Shuri like a dress to wear.
Oh yeah.
It's like, don't wear that dress. They always make you wear dresses in movies. All the princesses, like Princess Leia, that chick from Indiana Jones.
She's like Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. It's a bad deal. Don't do it.
Yeah. That was pretty good. That made me laugh. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man. So we get to that, and then Namor gets called, obviously, to go do his thing because the plot needs to carry on, right?
Well,
while this is happening,
Princess Queen
Ramonda
goes to Haiti.
Yeah.
Haiti. I'm sorry. To talk to.
Or as they've been pronouncing it in this movie, Haiti.
I know. Nakia, who was in the first movie as T'Challa's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And wants her to do some like James Bond work, which I think was a bit of a stretch because like even if like you tell someone like James Bond to like do like work, like it would take him like more than a few hours to go find her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she found like this girl like fast from Haiti.
Yeah, she's like she's wearing earrings. She's like, yes, I know earrings.
Yeah, he comes to the ocean. I too am a girl. Gives them fish when they're hungry.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
So yeah, exactly.
I hear you like to talk to fish. Yeah, so she tracks him down in her like scooter thing.
Yeah.
Her Darth Maul scooter thing.
It is a Darth Maul scooter. It's an underwater Darth Maul scooter thing.
Above water and underwater. Man, that thing's awesome. I want one.
It's a jet ski and a not jet ski.
Yeah, it's a jet ski and a land ski.
A land ski. Polanski.
Whoa. That guy like is a weirdo. Yeah. Anyway. Why you gotta rope Roman Polanski?
I don't know, man.
These names.
Oh man.
Oh, you hear about the guy who went into a bar and told the bar patron, "Hey, do you want a magic lamp?" And then he goes, "Magic lamp? How do I know it's real?" And then the bartender pulls out a tiny man, and he goes, "Wow, it's amazing!" He goes, "Not only is it amazing," and then he pulls out a tiny piano. And the tiny man walks to the tiny piano and starts playing. He goes, "That's amazing." He goes, "Yeah, you just have to be really careful when you make these wishes." He goes, "Why?" "Because I ended up with a 12-inch pianist." Get it?
So dumb. It's so dumb. Slow burn.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get back on track with this stuff
really fast.
Yeah, no.
This is actually a really sad movie, and everyone was crying in the theater.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Get with it.
Yeah, sorry. No more penis jokes. Anyway, so she goes, Lupita Nyong'o, Nakia, she goes down and she finds their lair where they're hiding out.
Yeah.
But not the super pressurized one, like the regular one.
Yeah.
And then like she shoots like the two guards, and one was like really sad because she's like, I don't want to die. Well, she's gonna die. Oh no.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like save her. It's like, no, we don't have time. But during that time that they spent going
Arguing
back and
about it,
forth,
they could easily
have
grabbed
could have saved her.
You know, they should have saved her. Like, but
That would have ruined the plot.
No, because okay. So what happens after this is that they escape, and then the Na'vi go to war with the Wakandans.
Yeah, because
right?
Namor sees.
What they should have said was like she was like a princess or something, and they abducted her, and they didn't communicate and went to get her back. Ooh. So that's not what happened. Somehow,
All right.
Abel's magic canal or river that runs through Africa, ended up
allowing them to send a barge deep into the ocean.
No, not a barge. That's later. Wait, did you say a word?
I'm ahead of myself here.
Yeah, don't say barge without meaning it. If anything, we are educational. So Namor attacks Wakanda.
Yeah.
And I never know how strong these Na'vi people are because, like, during that first fight with Shuri, it looks like he like messed them up. But they just put themselves back together. Like,
I was like, are they zombies?
But that was the only time that happened in this movie.
Yeah,
which is really weird.
Every other time they died.
Yeah, they're just like people.
Yeah, it's like, okay, all right.
I guess you guys aren't mutants anymore.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, they declare war on Wakanda.
Yeah. So they do a surprise attack on Wakanda.
And just flood the place in the middle of Africa.
Yeah.
There was a good scene where Winston Duke, M'Baku, he says, like, when I find your little fish man, like, I'll beat him up.
Yeah.
Remember?
Then he gets punched square in the chest.
Yeah, just blows up his arm. And he's like, woo, woo.
Yeah, he's like, woo, woo.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked Winston Duke in these movies.
Yeah, so then so that happens, and then we fast forward a little bit to now Namor is
like he's looking for the girl, the Riri or whatever.
Yes.
Girl, and Ramonda is taking care of her.
Yeah.
And he throws a stupid water bomb. I hate these water bombs.
Yeah.
He throws these like what do you call it? The Green Goblin like water bombs. At the
windows.
The windows of the throne room.
Yeah.
And floods the place like this reminds me of freaking Hugh Jackman in the Water movie.
Oh yeah. Reminiscence. There we go. Man, that movie sucked.
Yeah, because it reminded them just like underwater, like trying to save everybody. And somehow Ramonda is able to save Riri, but not herself.
Yeah, like she comes to consciousness when she's underwater and then sees Riri drowning. So she goes and grabs her and pulls her out of the water. But we obviously got a cut scene to we see Riri alive.
Yeah. Well,
they resuscitate her.
They're able to resuscitate Riri, but not Ramonda.
Yeah.
And the queen and the king are dead.
Yeah.
Well, son and daughter.
Dun, 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 dun.
So it's all sad. And then one big MacGuffin that we kind of glossed over was when Namor, the child without love.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's why his name is Namor. Sans amour.
Ooh,
no
so
love.
Sad. So Namor and Shuri were having their lovely moment, even though it wasn't very romantic at all.
No.
They just met, and they didn't get along very well.
Yeah.
He gave her his mother's necklace because it reminded him of like the before time, and it's laced with their magic herbs.
Yeah. It's like,
Ooh.
As soon as that happened, I'm just like, that's it.
The MacGuffin.
The MacGuffin. You got to use it.
Assembled. Chekhov's gun shot.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, wait a minute. This is made from like like Aztec vibranium. Maybe we can use it to make the heart-shaped herb. So she does her like weird orb thing that she did at the beginning.
She does science.
Science. It's just science. Like reminds me of that scene in 21 Jump Street where what's his name? What's that blocky guy? Oh, Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
He's high on like the Ritalin or whatever.
Yeah,
and he's like writing like 2 + 3 + A + squared.
Yeah, he's doing a huge thing on the wall. Yeah,
then he's like, yeah, man, science. Sorry, yeah, man, math.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So dumb.
But anyway, she recreates the heart-shaped herb, and everyone's like, "Does it work? Is it going to work?" Well, no.
If it glows,
we'll know if it glows, and it starts glowing. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah!" So I'm going to keep this button like chambered for this one. Yeah. And then she's like, "We got to do the heart-shaped herb," and then they're like, "Yeah, but should we bury you? Don't because I got to go talk to the ancestors."
She's talking to Nakia.
And she's like, "You got to make sure like I don't like die on like the operating table." So like we'll do this, and then she takes the heart-shaped herb. And she, instead of appearing in like Mufasa's like sky, like T'Challa did, with all the trees and the Black Panthers hanging out. By the way, not a lot of Panthers in this movie.
No, not at all. Didn't show up on the ancestral plane.
Yeah,
instead of stayed in the ancestral throne room.
She's in the throne room that's on fire, and then she's walking and she sees like, or she hears or senses someone sitting on the throne room. And she's like, "Brother," or she's like, "Mother," and she goes and guess who it is?
It is Killmonger.
Oh
man.
Yeah, it's on.
He's all mad. He's like, no,
he's all mad. Who plays him again? It's a real famous actor.
Oh my God.
Michael B. Jordan.
There we go. Michael B. Jordan
back as Killmonger, looking jacked as usual, man.
Yeah.
Just calling her cuz and whatnot.
Yeah, for real.
He's like, you don't want to be honorable, you want revenge, like me. He's like, I'm nothing like you. Yeah, well, then why'd you summon me? I didn't summon you. Yeah. You know, it's like, well, you want to be like me to finish this off.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Cameo.
Yeah, cameo.
Anyway, so then he's gone. He's like, who did you see in there? He's like, I'm not going to talk about it. But then she does the...
It's like, I saw no one. It did not work.
Yeah.
And then she sends a doll flying across the freaking room.
Yeah, she does like a karate kick.
The 1-inch punch. Bam!
Yeah. It's like, I guess it worked now. So then all the Wakandans retreated to the Jabari tribe in the mountains.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, a Quinjet, whatever they call their stupid jets.
I think it's called a Quinjet.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's the SHIELD ones. But we'll
same thing.
We'll just say they're all Quinjets. Impossible jets.
Yeah.
Impossible jets that float. Flew over the Jabari tribe, and the new female Black Panther did a kung fu backflip.
Yeah, she drops
superhero landing
like a virgin.
Yeah, superhero landing in the middle of the throne room, and then like her mask like comes off, and was like, "Oh, I knew it."
Yeah.
An homage to Predator. What's his name?
Really?
M'Baku and Shuri did the coolest.
Handshake?
The coolest handshake /
this was my bathroom break time.
What do you call it? We're doing arm wrestle.
Oh.
Handshake / arm wrestle of all time.
Nice.
And she beats him, and then like that's it. So they figure out that Namor doesn't have any gills, which means he
must breathe through his skin.
He breathes through his skin and does reverse sweat.
Yeah.
Like when he's hot, he gets like really hot.
Yeah, so he has to go. He has to go in the water.
Yeah, and cool off and like breathe and like
go for a dip.
That's where he gets all his powers from. Yeah. So anyway, they set out a fake signal. Like this whole like last act is kind of a mess. They sent out a fake because I was waiting for like another finale to happen, but like it didn't happen.
Yeah, it was very tepid.
Yeah, it was just sort of like the movie's gonna end now.
It's like what do we see?
Huzzah! The finale. So
we see the magic word.
Okay, let's keep it chambered. This one. Don't get your promotions confused here. We're being sponsored by Sesame Street here. So the Na'vi go because they think in the middle of the ocean that there's a new vibranium detector.
Yeah.
So they all storm off, and they look like they're all playing like water polo.
Yeah, they do.
They're just like you see their heads like bobbing. Yeah, it's playing water polo. Like imagine like a big like yellow like beach ball. Like
yeah,
like
it's ridiculous.
It's so goofy. And then, okay, come on.
I'm waiting, man.
I'm building into it, and then just when I forget how
they approach that thing, and they're like, all right, now we must destroy it. And they look around for a split second. They realize there's no ship attached to it.
Yeah, there's no ship. There's no nothing.
And all of a sudden, Weird Al Yankovic's "Eat It" starts playing.
Yeah.
This
And then Rick Roll comes out. Rick Ashby starts doing the string dance. And
they start seeing these sound waves come down from the top of the ocean. They're like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, like the whole
And all of a sudden,
a barge appears.
a what?
Barge. The Wakandans had a barge with Hulk busting.
A huge, yeah, it's a Hulkbuster barge.
Did it fly too?
I don't know.
Where'd it come from?
I don't think so. I don't know, Cotton Eye Joe. Where'd it go?
I just ever think, what the hell is this thing?
It's a ship.
It looked like
it's one massive ship.
It looked like it was designed to transport Jabba the Hutt.
That happened during a lightning storm.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it didn't happen. I saw it happen.
12.1 gigawatts.
Oh man! Oh, we gotta drop them when we got them.
Yeah. They have
12.1
gigawatts. The only thing we can.
I'm a Dr. Jim, not a scientist.
I think we're going to find something that 12 generates that as a bolt of lightning. We don't know when and where it's going to appear. We do tonight, Doc. Great Scott.
Great Scott.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
We're like, oh man.
Sometimes I think to myself, like,
what a wonderful world.
No,
Sorry, I'm just
even worse. I think, man, we got to like review Back to the Future. I'm like, we already did.
Oh, we did.
And we used to do ASMR videos.
Man.
Back in the long ago when we took risks. When we took risks.
Now we're trying to make something of
Now we
ourselves.
just play it safe and we cut all the good jokes because they're too racy. Okay, so now it's the Na'vi people versus the Wakandans on this barge versus Iron Man. Or no, Ironheart.
Yeah, Ironheart's part of the Wakandan people today.
It's What's her name?
Riri. Wee.
It's a Riri.
Yes.
Who's in the Ironheart / Iron Man suit with Iron / powers or whatever. And Shuri is a Black Panther. And then, okay, so get this. There's like some fighting.
And then
I swear like most of the Wakandans get like wiped out.
Yeah.
Like all of them except for the main characters.
They got like drowned.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way to put it. They got drowned.
They got drowned and like murdered. But then Shuri was able to get
she was impaled. First of all.
Well, they were on the beach. So she got them to the beach. No, first she got him in an oven ship.
Yes.
And baked him for a few minutes. And he's like, oh, it burns. And then like he smashed out of there. He Hulk smashed out of there and they landed on the beach. And then she got impaled by that like spear thing.
Yeah,
And then Shuri ripped his little like wings off his feet.
Yeah, she grabbed one of his feet and ripped off the wing feet. It's like, whoa, no.
Yeah, and then like Shuri got like a second wind and like as Black Panther, and then like I don't know, just
she held the spear to his neck and was like, she was gonna decapitate him, and then was just like, think of your people.
Yeah, her mom appeared.
Yeah,
she's like, you don't want to talk to Killmonger. Let's talk.
Yeah,
don't kill him. Make him yield. Yield.
It's a Disney movie.
Barely.
All right, so she was going to behead him, and
her mom appeared.
Yeah, her mom appeared
to give her words of wisdom.
And she's like, wisdom, damn it.
Yeah, wisdom.
For the
yield,
people.
Yield.
And he was like, yield.
And then somehow he was able to like communicate with everyone to yield.
Yeah.
Before they killed all the main characters.
Yeah, they showed up on like a plane somehow. Like they were rescued by one of the Wakandan planes.
Oh,
somehow
the Quinjet, the Wakandan Quinjets.
No, one of their dragonfly planes.
Oh yeah, like an avatar.
Yeah, like an avatar.
General Quadrant showed
the
up.
other tars.
You gotta be kidding me!
Shoot him down.
Yeah.
So
arrows.
He yells. He's like, "Hey, no more of this, no more of this," and she's like, "Hey, no more of this. Wakanda forever." She actually didn't say anything else. She just said Wakanda forever, and they're like, "We get it."
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All good stuff. And then they smash cut to Namor in his like underwater village again, and they're like, "Why did you yield? Like we had them like." He's like, "Well, now like we're at odds with each other, and they'll need us, and we'll need them." And
they don't have allies.
There's a war beginning.
Oh, three cool.
Somewhere, King of the Conqueror is like going.
He's like, "Boy, do they not know?"
Yeah, they're not even like jumping dimensions in this movie.
Yeah,
where have they been?
Seriously,
where's the Quantumania multiverse of madness? There's like 3 Spider-Men in jail
Loki.
over there.
I know, for real.
I know.
Not in real jail. They're in patent pending jail.
Movie jail.
Movie jail.
Dude, that would be so badass if he collected them and they're all in like
pretty
remember
cool.
he had the villains in jail, but in this one they has the Spider-Man in jail.
It's like, oh no, someone made a real movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wakanda barge. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so now, yeah. They cut to the epilogue where now Mugatu is going to be named king.
Yes.
Finally, now that Shuri doesn't want to be queen.
Yeah.
And he's there at the water party that they had in the first one. And he's like, Shuri is not coming, but I am here to be your king.
Yeah, he's like, I challenge whatever to be king, obviously.
Everyone just like shrugged at each other. Like,
They all like, laugh. Oh, great.
and then the tearest, jerkiest part of the movie that happened where she goes to Haiti to talk to...
Shuri goes to Haiti to talk to Okoye.
Yeah. And that's where we meet little kid T'Challa.
Oh, man. That was rough. He's like, who are you? He's like, I'm Prince. He's like, no, my name is Saint something or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what is your real name? He's like, my real name is Prince T'Challa of
Wakanda.
Of Wakanda. We were like, oh, the heart.
Oh.
All right. So there's no post-credit scene.
Just baby T'Challa, who will get aged up at some point.
Oh,
to
yeah,
become
for sure.
The new Tyrese Gibson is
Black Panther.
Even though he's already in Morbius for some reason.
Yeah.
With a sometimes metal arm and sometimes not.
Oh.
He thinks he's Jack sometimes. But other times he's not.
Fatality.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a okay movie.
I didn't mind it. I actually really enjoyed it, man. I will go over that in my grade of this movie.
I'm going to give it a B-. It's a fun revisit of the Black Panther mythos, but all the elements of this movie felt shoehorned together, especially the new villains and characters. If anything, see it as a tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
Nice. So I'm going to give it a little one up there. I'm going to give it an A. I said this was an adventure. I was like, there's nothing that felt quite dull or unnecessary. I felt as if we were watching a real evolution of the Black Panther franchise and story. To be able to overcome the untimely passing of a person who made a character literally come to life was a feat. To be able to do it successfully while paying homage to that person and character simultaneously, it's a pretty incredible thing to see. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You are the Black Panther.
I know, right?
Yeah, he is. That is the Black Panther.
And I have to say, all these Marvel, I'll tell you what Marvel did do right.
Yeah.
Casted perfectly.
Oh, absolutely. This movie, man.
And people used to say oh man, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. Like, what the hell, man?
Like, now you're like, who else can be Iron Man?
Tom Cruise is tearing his wig out.
Yeah, he's like, no,
because he was almost Iron Man. He was contracted to play Iron Man for 10 years.
That's crazy.
That's why everyone was expecting him to show up in Multiverses of Madness as Iron Man, because there's rumors that he still is.
That would be pretty cool.
Under contract to play Iron Man at some point.
That would be pretty neat.
But anyway, that has been our hot take on Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Remember to like, share, subscribe, barge. Hit that bell notification. Do what you can. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, wherever you are.
Yeah.
See what you can. Do what you can. See Wakanda Forever. Because, I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda. For Clubhouse Movies Podcast, I'll catch you next time. Where the did they get a barge? Anyway.
For real. When that happened, I was like, what the is that?